Story, y'all. Have you ever did intercourse with somebody and then you realize immediately like, oh, now I'm gonna have to ghost you. I'm gonna have to ghost you after this. So I have had two men in my whole life of dating experiences who did not refuse. They did not want to do no missionary. And I'm just like, how you not want to do missionary? That's the best one. That's the one where you can do the most. And that's the one you can be most intimate with. So I just wasn't understanding how they didn't want to do that. But with one guy, he told me that he had not had missionary intercourse in 11 years and that I was not going to be the one to make him do it. 11 years? That's a problem. You haven't been properly loved and connected with in 11 years. How we not titty to titty in 11 years? What the hell? So then the other dude said, I've never been asked. What do you mean you never been asked? You have come, but you got continuous, so you got repeat business? Do you have repeat business? I need to know, because if you don't have repeat business, you might need to get some feedback. It's kind of a kid's app, so I can't be saying too much. But let me just say this. That's a deal breaker for me if you don't want to do intercourse missionary, because that just means you don't know how to be intimate. You don't know how to connect. You don't know how to take things slow. You don't know how to see me as a person. It's just a whole... It's doing nothing for me. So yeah, I had to let both of those dudes at two different points in my life go.
Do you see, brothers, the modern woman? How she is overly sexualized and all she do is take D. This is their nature, brothers. This is why I don't understand how a man can say he can't pick up women. It's hard for him to pick up a lady. How? All these ladies think about is getting banged. Like literally, this woman is literally in her house making a video telling the whole world that a guy that she was dealing with didn't want to do missionary. And they're proud of this. This is the modern woman, I'm telling you. You can't make this up. Anyway, let's get into this wonderful video.
Story, y'all. Have you ever did intercourse with somebody and then you realize immediately like, oh, now I'm gonna have to ghost you?
How many men have this woman slept with? How many men been in her sugar walls? Yeah. And they really think that this type of stuff is cute. And yet people want to get mad at me when I say marriage and wifing up a woman is only for a virgin. Why would you wife up this woman right here? She's a jump off at best. She's just a woman that you pump and dump. She's the type of woman you call up when you want to get a rock off. I'm serious, fam. That's the type of woman you go to. Look, you just got to call it what it is. You can't really have a relationship with a woman like that. And we have to really set the standards on exactly what kind of woman this is. This is not a woman you get into a relationship with. This is the kind of woman that when you feel like you just want some head or whatever, you call her. And you just go and bust a nut. And after you're done, you just go back to your life. And just leave her right there. Because that's all you're going to be able to get. She can't offer you nothing else. Like, real talk, fam. We got to call it out. How many men, think about this, how many men have she ghosted over this nonsense? Because these women are making it appear as if though something is wrong with these men, but it's not really these men that's the problem. The problem is that these women sleep around too much. And they're constantly comparing you to other men. This is why you don't want to marry these women. Seriously.
I had two men in my whole life.
She had two men in her whole life that did what?
Experiences who did not refuse. They did not want to do no missionary.
They did not want to do no missionary because they didn't want to get you pregnant. Because normally that's where you get a woman pregnant. Because you could be all up inside her vagina. You know what I'm saying? You can lift them legs up, and you know, like when you lift them up, it's like, I don't know how it works, but it's like in a perfect position. And you're able to go balls deep. And see, he don't want to look at you in your face, because if he look at you and then he busts that nut, right? That's where the magic take place and the woman get pregnant. Seriously, real talk. Real talk, fam. Because see, brothers, what you have to understand is you have to understand the dynamic of sperm. Now, let me explain the magic of how this works. When you're getting it in, right? And especially if it's with a new chick that you haven't been with before, and she looked real good, you know what I'm saying? And you seeing them tits and everything, and you're doing it missionary, and you lifting them legs up, and you got her in a position where you could literally hit that balls deep, and you're looking at her in her face, and you're about to nut. What happens is, while you nutting and you're looking in her face, right, the energy can be so high that what happened is you're releasing your sperm, you're releasing your spirit, and it kind of shoots in her sugar walls. And what that does is, because of the excitement and the energy, you can get that woman pregnant. Real talk. Real talk, because the energy is there. That's why those guys avoided that. Because if you're hitting it from the back, it's a whole different story. You're hitting it from the back. You're not really looking at her face. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's different positions produce different results at the end of the day. I may have to do a video on that, I guess. But anyway, let's get back into this.
And I'm just like, how you not want to do missionary?
How you don't want to do missionary? How many guys have you told that to? How many guys gave you missionary? How many guys? How many? I want to know how many guys this woman slept with. Because this is sad, fam.
That's the best one.
That's the best one. How many guys you did this with? How do you know that's the best one? Think about this, brothers. How did this woman know that's the best one? Listen, when I tell you that women want to have sex all the time, this is why when you meet a young lady, brothers, if you would just focus on you kicking it with her, you would be able to get more women. That's just the way it is. And pretty much she would play her position based on the energy that you bring forth. If you go to her looking for a relationship, she's going to get turned off because all she wanted was just to have sex. That's all modern women want to do today. They don't want relationships. This is why I told you, brothers, don't wife none of these women up. These women don't want to be wives. They just want to get screwed. Seriously, y'all think this is a game. I'm not playing games. I'm literally speaking their language, fam. The only women that you wife up are virgins. That's it.
That's the one where you can do the most.
That's the one where you could definitely do the most. You can go balls deep in her vag, in her back door. It doesn't matter what door it is. When you're in missionary position, you can literally switch and change. You can go balls deep in either hole. It doesn't matter. And you got her legs all the way back. So there's nowhere for her to go. I'm serious, fam. That's why they like that position. But see, a lot of you guys, you really don't know how to get it in. But my thing is this. How is it that all of these guys are doing this to you, young lady, but you're still not a wife? And you still got no man? You sure that your loving is really all that good? Because I don't see how all of that is supposed to be so good and you could do so much, but these guys are not in your life no more. Why is that? I guess that missionary positions wasn't really doing much for you. Or maybe those guys wasn't hitting it balls deep. Maybe they didn't hit that spot. I might have to do a whole class on how to, these brothers have to do what they got to do to these ladies. Real talk.
That's the one you can be most intimate with. So
yeah, you could be most intimate, but what are you being intimate for? You don't want a man. These guys are not trying to be intimate. See, ladies, here's the thing. A guy that just want to hit it is not trying to be intimate. He's just trying to bust a nut. There's a difference between intimacy. Listen. There's a difference between intimacy and a guy that's just trying to get it off. A guy that's just trying to get his rocks off is not looking to be intimate and have all this sentimental lovey-dove type sexual experience. And in most cases, those guys don't even care what you feel. As long as they get their rocks off, that's all that matters. Real talk.
Wasn't understanding how they didn't want to do that. But with one guy, he told me that he had not had missionary intercourse in 11 years.
Now, I don't know how he ain't do that in 11 years. Unless he haven't been with a woman in 11 years. Or he was locked up for 11 years. Because I don't understand how you don't want to have a woman's legs up in the air while you're looking down at her. I don't understand how you ain't doing that. That is how you make that woman literally stay locked down to you. I'm serious, fam. When you give a woman the work of God the right way, she gonna be calling you every day. Like literally, all you gotta do is just give her the wood the right way. And she'll forget about whatever other dude she was talking to. She'll forget about him. She won't even call him no more. The brother will be texting her. She'll just ignore all the texts. Why? Because you gave her the wood the right way, fam. Real talk. You listen. You give a woman the wood the right way, the woman will respect you. I'm just letting you know. It's just the truth. It's just the way it is, fam.
And that I was not going to be the one to make him do it.
See? Why? Because he was afraid he might get you pregnant. You know what I mean? I mean, she's crazy and all. I get it. She is crazy, but I'll definitely bang her. No doubt about it. I would. I ain't lying. She crazy. She crazy, but I'll bang her though.
11 years?
I just don't know about them eyebrows, them Mickey Minaj eyebrows, eyelashes, and I can't deal with that. The Cocoa Puff ponytail type puff things, that just makes a woman look really sexy. You know, it kind of remind me of when Minnie Monaco did that. And I'll hit her too. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, they all can get it.
You haven't been properly loved and connected with.
So hold up. Properly loved and connected to? Wait a minute. How many men have you properly loved and connected with? That's the question I want to know. How many men have you slept with, young lady? How many? Inquiring minds want to know. Why is it that you got all these guys on rotations, but yet if a guy try to holler at you for some odd reason, you gonna look at him and be like, well, you know, I ain't sharing with you with no other woman. You supposed to be my man. But yet you doing missionary position, giving all your love to all these guys all up inside your sugar walls.
11 years.
Maybe he was locked up.
We not titty to titty in 11 years.
See, this is what I mean, brothers, titty to titty. You hear this? You see what I mean? If you're giving this particular woman missionary style sex, I'm telling you, you're going to end up getting her pregnant. So just be very careful, because when you doing that and you see them titties and, you know what I'm saying, you see that neck and all that other stuff, you're going to bust a massive nut. And it's going to shoot all the way up. And next minute, she's going to call you. She's going to be like, look, Roe v. Wade has been overturned. So it is what it is, brother. You are going to have to pay. Serious. So it is what it is. And remember, she crazy too. So you're going to have a crazy baby mama.
What the hell? So then the other dude.
How many dudes you got? Damn. Your body count must be high. But see, there's a guy that'll still hit it. I'm telling you, that's the nature of the man, fam.
The other dude said, I've never been asked.
I never been asked? Bro, I don't know if a dude ever been... I don't understand that question, fam. So let me get this straight. A dude told you he never been asked to do missionary, so how did he have sex with these women? Like, how did he do that? Listen, when you giving a girl the work of God, right? You want to make sure you looking in her eyes, fam. You want to see the expressions on her face. I'm serious. This girl crazy, yo. She crazy, but I don't know what kind of dude. I think the dude that she was with, he probably just came out of prison, did an 11-year bid.
What do you mean you never been asked? You have come, but you got continuous, or you got repeat business?
Wow.
Do you have repeat business? I need to know, because if you don't have repeat business, you might need to get some feedback.
Repeat business? I guess you mean if he can get it up and start again. A lot of women don't realize repeat business is all about you. You got to keep that man stimulated, fam. You know, a lot of times women be having a problem with guys. Let's say a guy busts a nut and he's like done. Like, how come he ain't getting back up? And that's your job, fam. If you ain't exciting to a man, he's not going to be up and ready to go. A lot of women really don't know how to have sex. You do know that, right? A lot of women do not know how to have sex. Real talk. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Anyway, let's go.
It's kind of a kid's app, so I can't be saying too much. But let me just say this. That's a deal breaker for me. If you don't want to do intercourse missionary.
So how many guys you did missionary with? And why is it that, like, so it's a deal breaker? So basically, when you get with a guy, he don't have to wife you up. He's just got to just get with you. Hey, you don't have to wife her up, fam. All you got to do, you meet this sister, you got to tell her, hey, baby, you know, I do missionary. Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. I'll do missionary to your front door, and I'll do missionary to your back door. Oh, that's so great. She'll be ready to go, fam. Trust and believe. I know what I'm talking about.
Because that just means you don't know how to be intimate. You don't know how to connect. You don't know how to take things slow.
I know how to connect. Trust and believe. I'll connect with you, fam. I'll give you that work. You'll understand. You'll make another TikTok. Oh, yeah.
You don't know how to see me as a person.
How is a guy expecting to see you as a person? How many guys saw you as a person? How many guys you been with, fam? That's sad. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? She cute and all. With the makeup on, of course. You know what I mean? She's cute with the makeup on, because I don't know how she look with the makeup off. Because you know, these women, they come on TikTok, they got the makeup on, they got the filter on, they got them big titties, and you know what I'm saying, they enticing all of these men. Why you think I'm talking reckless and crazy? At the end of the day, I'm still a man. Hey, at the end of the day, I can't help it, fam. It is what it is. But let's go.
It's just a hole.
A hole? You want your holes filled? What?
It's doing nothing for me.
So you want to get banged. You see, brothers, they don't want a good man. They just want a guy to have good sex. Oh, that's going to be a new video title. Women don't want a good man. They just want good sex. That's it.
So yeah, I had to let both of those dudes at 2 different points in my life go.
Wow, you had to let them go because they didn't do missionary. Wow. Anyway, fam, rate, comment, and subscribe. Black Male Advice TV. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw.